Greetings, Rising Court. You've just stepped into the 360 chamber. I am Queen Vanshay Rising 360 plus Tarot. Today, I will be doing a requested reading for Jennie Kim. She is part of a group called BLACKPINK. She is a Capricorn. Shout out to a young lady who corrected me on Winnie Harlow's zodiac sign. Winnie Harlow is actually a Leo. On the last reading that I did, I said that she was a Cancer. She is not a Cancer. She is a Leo. So thank you so much for correcting me on Winnie Harlow's exact zodiac sign. So sorry about that mistake. All right. Now, let's get on back to Jennie Kim's reading. And let's see, she's a 30-year-old female. It is approximately 9:13 a.m. It's a Saturday, and it's February 21st. Okay, so let's get started. I have a few decks over here that I would like to use to deliver her reading. The cards have already been pre-shuffled with her in mind, but obviously I'm going to shuffle them again. All right. So let me get my little trusty notes right here and we'll get started. All right. So these cards right here are the character oracle cards. I want to use these cards just to see how her energy shows up to the public and how her energy she's embodying that we're not aware of right now. So I'm going to ask for two cards. The first card will show how she shows up with her energy to the public, and the second will be the energy that she's embodying. You ready? Here we go. It was crazy because when I was pre-shuffling and I cut the deck, Singer was right there. So let's see, Spirit. When it comes to Jennie Kim, can I get two cards that's representing her energy? The one she shows the public and the one that she's embodying right now. All right. So, let's see. Spirit, how is she showing? Oh, that's a lot of cards. Okay, that's a lot of cards. Well, I don't even know what to think about that. Well, for one, at the bottom of the deck, we have Captain. So I'm not for sure what position she is in the group. I don't know if she's the leader. I don't know if she's the co-leader. I don't know what role she's playing. But this right here is at the bottom of the deck, and it says Captain. Now, all of this stuff that came out, I don't even know why, but I'm just going to read it and see. But it says Captain, and it talks about navigator of destiny, leadership, decision-making, and objective. Okay, so this could be something that's going on that none of us are aware of because it's at the bottom of the deck. So with Captain being here, she may be finna be the leader or try to be the leader, or, you know, being in charge of her own destiny, making decisions, you know, being objective when it comes to her role in a certain position, okay? So let's see what these cards have to say. They all showed up in the reverse, but I'm going to turn them around the correct way. Yeah, I don't know why they all showed up in the reverse. Every last one of them showed up in the reverse. So we have the Fool card right here that you see that was in reverse. And it talks about ignorance, rash, and impulsiveness. Okay? So why this card being in reverse, maybe she's not in that type of position or something to that extent. We got Ninja, It says master. It says shadow. You know what? With all these cards coming out like this, blacksmith, dancer, writer, weaver of storyteller, communication. Okay, although I only asked for 2 cards, we have 5 cards, okay? So 5 could be significant. But the fact that all these cards came out in the reverse lets me know that it's possible that whomever she was showing up to the public is not who she is about to show up moving forward. And when we talk about the fool card, so this lets me know that she's no fool. She's nobody's fool, okay? With this dancer card right here, movement and harmony and passion and weaver of grace. I'm not for sure if there's some things in this group that she wanted to do, and maybe people didn't want her input on certain situations. I'm not for sure because it's right here next to writer, and it talks about crafting, communication, storytelling, like making her role like important in the group or something like that. I wish I knew her position. I know I did a reading on Rose, okay, but it was a little different. So I just don't know what her position is, but how we see her today is definitely not how she's going to be showing up moving forward, because she's finna take the lead, okay? And whatever that means. So I'm going to keep these cards in the reverse. That just lets me know however she was showing up to the public, that's not how she's finna be now. Okay, sorry. I just be having to make sure that shit is straight. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting at. Because if all them cards came out the way that they did, it lets me know that she's stepping into a version of herself that's more direct and more intentional and more protective of her energy, the way that all of these cards just came out. But this deck right here, this is the Tattoo Terror, Ink, and Intuition. I'm going to ask for 3 cards out of this deck, and this is going to tell us her emotional energy. This is going to tell us the things that's the energy that's influencing her career, and then it's going to tell us the biggest shift around her. And as you can see, that for all these cards to come out, this is a major shift. Whatever's going on with her, it's a major shift. So let's just see what these cards right here have to say. What's at the bottom? Okay, we got the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is all about our money, okay? And she is a Capricorn. I hope this lady is a Capricorn. Here we go. 3 cards, Spirit. I want to take the top 3 cards, all right? I want to see her emotional energy. I want to see the energy that's influencing her career. I want to see the biggest shift around her. For Jennie Kim, please. Okay. Here we go, y'all. This is going to be her emotional energy. This is going to be the energy that's influencing her career. And this is going to be the biggest shift around her. Okay? So let's see here. Look at there. Her emotional energy right now is showing up as the Connive of Wands. And I like it. I like it. Let's see here. All right. So this right here, when this card shows up right here, it talks about, this is like our pages. And anytime I think about pages, obviously I think of like new beginnings, new starts, things of that nature. But this card talks about when, let's see, the knight of the conniver wand, sorry, it says a younger woman. It talks about a teenager, a child, or both genders. Student, apprentice, okay, trainee, intelligence, new information, ideas, and opportunities. I feel this fits her energy very well. Her emotional energy right now is new ideas, new information, new opportunities, being intelligent. We have student here and we have apprentice here. Whatever it is, she's stepping into something new. I don't know what that new is, okay? I'm pretty sure her fans know what it is that she's stepping into or what it is that she's got going on in her career. Now, let's see what this card has to say right here. This is going to be what's influencing her career. This one right here, 11:11 on the clock. Whoo! I knew it. What's influencing her career? Look at that shit. I don't think y'all know this. Look, it just the magician. She finna get ready and change some shit up. Okay? What she finna get ready and change up? I don't know. But she's creating it. She's taking the lead. She's taking the role. It's almost like she's taking control of her whole I don't know if it's persona, but her whole image. It's like changing it to a way that she feels like it should be. I don't know if she's trying to go solo. I don't know what she's trying to do. But whatever it is, she's the one who's creating this and doing this for her. She's like being in control of her own life. Okay? And then after that, we got educator. And it talks about mentor, guide, and teacher. She could be getting like some guidance that's helping her with her decision moving forward, what it is that she wants to do. And she could be taking this very serious and can be trusting this new move in her life with the magician being here. So that's what we have right there. What is influencing her career? It looked like she influenced it because she's showing up as the magician. She finna change some shit around and she has all the tools necessary to do that. Now, with this stuff coming all out in the reverse, upside down, maybe she felt as if she didn't have all the tools at one point in time, but she got them now. And if she ain't got them now, she about to have them. Okay, navigator of destiny, leadership, that decisions making, objective. She has a thought, a job. She has something she feels that she needs to do, and she's about to do it. Now, here's the crazy part. Now, the biggest shift around her is going to be this card right here. So what is the biggest shift? Because shit. Breakthrough, clarity, mental breakthrough, clarity, communication. It's like advocating for herself some type of way. Let's read what the Ace of Swords have to say when it comes to her. Let's see, where here. The Ace of Swords. Here we go. The Ace of Swords talks about truth, courage, vision, insight, power, triumph, accomplishments, okay? Irresistible forces cutting through to the heart of the matter on a road. Needed change. Needed change. If all of this shit ain't about needed change coming out in reverse up here, I don't know what is. Kudos to this young lady, okay? Kudos to this young lady for stepping into her power, stepping into her energy. That's what this Ace of Swords is all about. Truth. courage, vision. She sees something for herself that most people probably didn't see for her or expected for her to see in her own self. She's cutting through the heart of the matter. She's getting to the bottom of it. Needed changes, and she's about to accomplish those. Okay? Foreseeable forces. There's no way around it. It's gonna happen. No matter whom, what, where, or what tried to stop it, it's gonna happen. And I like that for her. I don't even know nothing about the lady, but I like that. I love her energy. That's what it is. What's at the bottom of the deck? What did I say? Stepping into a position of authority. This is what the Emperor is all about. Even though it's not the Empress, it's totally different types of energy, but the Emperor right here, she's just stepping into a role, a position, a leading role. The captain, it talks about leadership right here. This is what's at the bottom of the deck. She's in control of her own destiny at one point in time where she may have felt as if she wasn't, with all of this stuff being in the reverse like this. All right. Let's go over to these cards right here. Now, these cards right here are the Wisdom of Tula. I don't use them that often, but this is what Spirit said to do her reading, so this is what I'm using. I'm only going to ask for 2 cards when it comes to the Wisdom of Tula. This will reveal the shadow or the pressure that she may be dealing with. Okay, so the first card is going to be the pressures that she's navigating, and the next card is going to be the shadows that she's releasing. Okay, so here we go. We got squeaky wheel and canvas. I love it. Here we go. Canvas to me is like painting your own picture, your own destiny. Squeaky wheel, making things, like oiling things up, getting things in motion, turning, going. That's what I feel like she's doing. That's how it was when I just stripped the deck. Here we go. Spirit, please, can I get 2 cards for Jennie? One more shuffle here. So we're going to see the pressure she's navigating and the shadows that she's releasing. So here we go. This will be the pressure. This will be the shadow she's releasing. See what it got to say here. All right, here we go. The pressure she's navigating. Woo! Balance. Listen. I love it. I love it. There's nothing balanced about all of this stuff being in the reverse like this. There's nothing balanced. You feel me? This young lady is putting things into perspective. She's balancing her life out, if this is her career, whatever the case may be. This is what the pressure was that she was trying to navigate through, being able to balance things out properly. Okay? I love it. Now, this right here, this card right here will be the shadows she's releasing here. Listening. Okay, listening. Now, listening, I'm gonna look at it this way before I go read. I'm gonna read it too. But with listening popping up, remember I said she could have been doing things the way that other people expected her or felt like the way that she should have been doing it, and not listening to what it is that she felt that she needed to do for her own self. Okay, so it's funny because it looked like this. If you look at this right here, it's like listening, and it's like this person is looking over here, listening, balancing. Okay, I feel like she could have been listening to the wrong people, and now I feel like she's listening to her own self, what it is that she feels that she needs to do. Now here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. Yep, look, we got the 10 of Wands. There's an ending. There's an ending coming here. That's what the 10 of Wands is about. It burdens, endings of burdens. We got this 5 of Cups. It talks about lot. It talks about losses, but guess what? The 6 of Cups talks about balance. Then we got the Star card. Ah, look at that. We got the Star card, renewal, hope, faith. And then there go that doggone Empress that I said that wasn't there, but god damn it, oh yes, it is there. All right, it's there. It is there. Oh shit, now I mixed up her cards. But listening. Let's go over here. Let's look up listening right here. No, they got this in alphabetical order. Here we go. All right, so remember, this card right here talks about the shadows that she's releasing. Okay, so here we go. It says every evening, Tula takes time to a full stop and merely listen. She knows the importance of listening as a way of regrounding after a busy day. Listening is a skill and a art that most people don't realize and neither process nor aspire to obtain. Damn, most of us are unskilled listeners participating in dialogue or conversation while planning what we will say next. This discussion, which is most of us believe we are engaged in, actually between our false self, our egos, and other. The ego is never listening because it is busy engaging in judgment of the speaker. It prevents you from being available in any interaction with another. By learning to observe the ego's voice and to ignore it all, only then can you focus on the content of what others are saying and honor them with your full and real presence. There is another important form of listening, which is the goal of meditation, listening to your soul's voice through which the universe of our divine source speaks to you. You can't hear the message coming through for you if your ego voice is speaking or otherwise drowning out the softer sounds of your intentional guidance, your eternal guidance, sorry. If this card has appeared for you today, you are being invited to become more proficient. Listen, both with others and in your mediation, mindfulness practice. Life will become more vibrant and meaningful through merely cultivating the art of listening. The art of listening. Being able to remember, I said she could be talking to a mentor or somebody like that that could be giving her some good advice that's actually gonna work for her moving forward. And at the same time, she could also be listening to her inner voice, figuring out what it is that she feels she needs to do that's best for her career and for her life in general. Okay, so I like that. I like it. I like it for her. I really do. Now, I want to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yep, we got flow. We got flow. You got to let things happen naturally. When you force them, when people force things to happen, it may seem like everything is cool, but ultimately it's not. But when you allow things to flow naturally in divine timing, everything happens the way that it's supposed to happen. When you don't force it. I remember back in the day, the children used to say, "You're forcing it, you're forcing it." Do people even say that anymore? Anyway, intuition is at the bottom of the deck. It says the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. Okay, so I don't know if there was some things that she ignored and now they're coming back to bite her. But at the same time, she like, shit, I'm gonna bite back and you gonna feel me one way or another. But anyhow, I want to use these cards right now so we can kind of see what's happening behind the scenes. All right, and I just want one card. What's hidden? Okay, a shift in direction, her private decisions, new opportunities that hasn't been announced yet, the movement that's here for her. Just one card, please, Spirit. Tell us what's happening behind the scenes when it comes to Jennie Kim, please. What's happening behind the scenes that we don't know about? One card, please. Top card, please. Damn. Damn. Well, I said top card, and y'all just seen how that just popped out. Okay. Okay. So I said tell us what's going on behind the scenes, what's happening, what we don't know about. And it says they'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. Now, I don't know if she done took a break. I don't really know what this card could mean, but when it says they'll be back, this makes me feel like she's gonna be back and expect to hear from her soon. This is something that's going on that we don't know about. So if she hasn't been showing up, expect to hear from her soon. If she hasn't been doing something, expect to see her soon, okay? With they'll be back, I don't know if this could be someone from her past trying to get her to come back and do something to that extent. But I'm really feeling like this is more so her. She's finna show up, and people probably not finna expect the way that she's about to show up. Okay, they'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. All right, we're talking about Jennie here, not Jennie from the block. We're talking about Jennie from Korea. Okay, she'll be back. They'll be back. Okay. Maybe they're talking about the group. I don't know if the group is together or what's going on. I don't know. But whatever this is what's going on behind the scenes, okay? I don't know why that's at the bottom of the deck. We got divorce here, but I don't think she's married or anything like that. I don't know if she's in a relationship either, but that just happened to be at the bottom, so I said it. All right. Now, these are the Star Code Astro Oracle cards. And I'm only going to ask for 2 cards, okay? And I want to know the energy that's influencing her right now. And I also want to know the area of her life that's being activated right now. 27:27 on the clock. All right? So here we go. This is what I'm using these cards for. The energy that's influencing her in the area of her life that's being activated, Spirit, please. 2 cards from the top. The energy that's influencing her, Jennie, in the area of her life that's being activated, please. First 2 cards from the top, Spirit. Here we go. So this right here, you guys, is going to be the energy that's influencing her. This right here is going to be the area of her life that's being activated. Let's see. I love it. Listen. The energy that's influencing her, you got entrance. Right away, when I think about entrance, it says ascendant, entrance, stepping into something, entering. Ascendant means you're rising up, okay? Oh my goodness. The energy that is influencing her right now is needing to be in her correct position. She's getting ready to rise. She's getting ready to step up. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I like it. Somebody said something, somebody did something, and this young lady said, you know what? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I ain't going to say nothing. I ain't going to talk about it. I'm going to show you. And that's exactly how I feel. All right. Okay, so the energy that's influencing her, I'm finna show you what I'm about. You thought I was this, you thought I was that. I'm ascending. I'm entering into something that you can't stop me. You can't stop me from doing for what it is that I'm finna do. I'm finna rise up. Hate it or love it. It is what it is. Hate it or love it. And I love it. Remember, anybody can ask for a reading on any celebrity, dead or alive. Um, I do them in order. So anyone who has asked for a reading on any celebrity, and whenever I see the little you see the little eyeballs, that lets me know that lets you know that I will be doing a reading for you. So don't never think I forgot about anybody. I just like to do them in order. All right. Now, this card right here is the area of her life that's being activated. Now, this one is going to be interesting because for ascendant to be right here in entrance, this is a major activation right here. And should I really be so surprised? Yes, of course, I'm always surprised. But listen, that first card, that card right there at the bottom of the deck talked about navigator of destiny. She's doing this on her own. Maybe somebody, kind of pushed her to have to show up and show out, but it's happening. However, it's happening. Now, let's turn this card over and see what it has to say. All right. Woo! Transit. I'm telling you. Listen, Linda, listen. The area of life being active. Man, listen, let's read it. I just said it. Oh my God, where's the book? Where's the trusty? I love this. Everybody should get this book. All tarot readers, even if you ain't a tarot, get this book. This book is like all of that. It's like all of that. It gives you a lot of insight on a lot of different things. All right, let's see. Number 55 could be significant to her. But let's go here and let's talk about what it has to say. So it says the area of her life that's being activated. And it says, I'm not reading all of this, but it says, this situation is in flux and the surrounding conditions are changing. Stay alert, aware, and be ready to respond to the incoming dangers and opportunities. Some people are moving in, others are leaving. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. New opportunities are opening and old chapters are closing. Listen to the grapevine for changes in your personal or economic conditions. You are not in control of these elements, but you can make the most of these changes and dance with fate. People that walked into your life now may be karmically important. Either the relationship will last a long time or it may be short, pithy, and teach you a valuable lesson. It can be helpful at this point to look at the transit in your natal chart. This is no volume control on this energy. Transit may trigger a small change in your personal around you, or it could be a signal of a shooting star that blazes across your life and turns your direction entirely. You have choices, though. Ask for grace and guidance with that mentor. Ask for grace and guidance when responding to the change of circumstances. Challenges, wild cards are in play. You are not in control of who or what now brushes your life, and that can be scary. That's the challenge right there. But the gift, even though life is a ever-moving circus and you do not control the people and the events transiting your life, now that you are in complete control of your response to the transit, choose wisely. This young lady is leveling up. Okay? Even if it ain't in her career, even if it is, great. But this young lady is leveling up on a whole nother type of level. That's unheard of. I don't even think people gonna see this coming, and not more so not see it coming, but just didn't expect to see it coming from her. That's the way that I'll put it. All right, and I love it. I love it for her. All right. Well, we're just about done here. All right. So this is gonna be the last deck, and I'm gonna ask for 2 cards. Okay. All right. And this is gonna give advice for her, guidance or purpose, things of that nature, depending on what comes out. And this is the Ask Your Guys Oracle cards right here. So let's see. What is her spiritual lesson and the guidance for her next evolution, Spirit? What is her spiritual lesson? And what is the guidance for her next evolution? Top 2 cards, please, Spirit. Top 2 cards. Oh, shit. They acting all weird. Here we go. Here we go. I don't like when that happened, but it happened. So let's see. Her spiritual lesson right here is deprivation. Wow. Deprivation. Her spiritual lesson is deprivation. Ain't that some shit? So then what is the guidance for her next evolution? If deprivation is her spiritual lesson, what is the guidance for her next evolution? Ooh, freedom! I love it! Freedom! Freedom! Deprivation equals freedom for her. Yo, I love it. I fucking love it. I love it. I love it for her. All right, well, I hope the person who asked for this reading, I hope it made some sense to you in some type of way. I appreciate you as always, and anyone else who asked for a reading on a celebrity, dead or alive. All right, so that's what I have when it comes to Jennie Kim from BLACKPINK. All right, Rising Court, the chamber dims for now, but your light does not. Continue to move with intentions until we meet again. I am Queen Vanshay Rising 360 plus Tarot. Thank you. I'm out.